This is Amitech Transmission Line Training Lab TLA40 consisting of Vector Network Analyzer VNA40, slotted line, coaxial slotted line and various complex transmission line loads. The system consists of a signal generator which can generate a frequency from 40 MHz to 4.4 GHz. It's a PLL synthesized signal generator with a output level of up to plus 20 dBm. The output can be attenuated by up to 0 to 31.5 dB in half dB steps. It also consists of a RF power meter with a frequency range from 10 MHz to 4.4 GHz. The instrument is controlled via a LabVIEW interface which is compatible to Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 8 and various other operating systems. Now, as you can see, what we have done is we have connected the signal generator output to the coaxial slotted line. The probe on the coaxial slotted line is connected to the RF power meter using a 20 dB attenuator provided. This prevents the overload of the RF power meter, since the RF power meter can handle a power of only up to 0 dBm. So 20 dB pad, it allows us to operate the instrument with highest power level. In this case, we have connected a short load at the output of the coaxial slotted line. We have generated a frequency of 3000 MHz from the signal generator, and you can see on the detector we are measuring a power level of roughly minus 46.6 dBm. In this case, as you will observe, as I move the probe on the coaxial slotted line, the power level changes. As you can see, the power level can be monitored here, and simultaneously the digital values can also be read. So you can see from the trend that there are standing waves being formed on the coaxial slotted line, because we have terminated the 50 ohm characteristic slotted line into a short load, because of which there are a lot of reflections from the shorted end and all the power is going back, which results in voltage maxima and voltage minima being formed on the coaxial slotted line. We will try to use this same phenomena of standing waves to measure the characteristic impedance of various loads provided at a frequency of 3 GHz. We shall start by connecting a short at the load end, and we try to move the probe and we try to arrive at the minima. As you can see, the minus 47.9 dBm can be the minimum level that can be reached with the system, and we need to measure on the vernier scale the corresponding position of the probe. So from the probe we can make out that the minima is at a location of 217 millimeters. As we move the probe towards the generator, we see that the voltage level rises and it again starts to go down. So now we have arrived at another minima location, which is at a location of 187 millimeters. So the difference between the two minima gives us the half wavelength of the velocity of propagation inside the coaxial slotted line at the frequency of 3 GHz. So 217 minus 187 millimeters is 30 millimeters. So that proves that the velocity of propagation inside the transmission line is 60% of the speed of the light, and for 3 GHz our free space wavelength is 100 millimeters, and inside the slotted line the guide wavelength is 60 millimeters. So once we have measured the guide wavelength, we will bring the probe to the first minima again. As you can see, now we have brought the probe to the minima again. We will remove the short and we will keep on applying the unknown loads to be measured, and we will try to measure the shift in minima corresponding from 217 millimeters, and we will plot the Smith chart corresponding to different load conditions.